Look, we've all been there. You finish a tough remodel, the client's happy, the crew is proud of the work, and then you sit down to run the numbers, and that 25% margin that you priced in has somehow evaporated into a measly 8%. Where did it go? A few extra trips to the supply house that nobody logged, that small change the client asked for that never got a signed change order, the sub who botched the tile and had to redo it on your dime. None of it felt like a big deal in the moment, but it all adds up. And at the end of the job, it is coming straight out of your pocket. Here's the hard truth. Most contractors don't lose money because they're bad at their trade. They lose money because they don't have the right business systems to protect what they've already earned. Today, I'm going to walk you through 10 field-tested ways to make sure your company gets paid for every minute you work and every nail that you drive. This isn't just theory. This is how modern, profitable contractors need to run their business. First up, nail your estimate so it doesn't nail you. Your profit margin is usually decided before the first shovel hits the dirt. If your estimate is shaky, the whole job will be too. Pricing jobs off gut feel or old spreadsheets is a recipe for disaster. You need to know 3 numbers cold: your true overhead, your labor burden, and your current material cost. Overhead isn't just rent and truck payments. It's your insurance, your software, your marketing, your admin salary, and your own. Labor isn't just the hourly wage. It's payroll taxes, workers' comp, and benefits. If you're not building those real costs into every estimate, you're quietly subsidizing your client's project. The fix is a detailed line item estimate for every single job. Account for everything, then apply your target profit margin. Modern contractors use tools to make sure every cost is captured accurately, protecting that margin from day one. Number 2, build a bulletproof contract. A strong contract isn't about mistrust. It's about creating absolute clarity for everyone involved. The scope of work section is where most contracts fall apart. Vague language is an invitation for dispute, so be painfully specific. List materials, brands, model numbers, and allowances. And just as important, list what is not included. Your contract also needs clauses that protect you from things that you can't control, weather delays, or material price spikes. These are standard professional protections. If a client balks at a fair, clear contract, that tells you everything you need to know about what kind of project it's going to be. This tip might be the most important one on this list. Master the change order before it masters you. While you're here, those are the most expensive words in remodeling. That's scope creep, and it's a silent profit killer. The rule has to be a non-negotiable. No work starts without a signed change order. Not for a small tweak, not for a quick favor. Every single change gets documented, priced, and signed before the work begins. Introduce this process to your clients at the very start of the project. Frame it as a tool for transparency. When they understand the process up front, it rarely becomes a problem. It's only when a change order comes as a surprise where it starts to create friction. Number 4, communicate until you're blue in the face and document everything. A simple weekly update email can prevent dozens of "I didn't know about that" conversations. But more importantly, document every single decision. If a client picks a tile in person, send a quick follow-up email or text confirming their choice. That simple record is your protection if they later remember things differently. The same goes for your crew and subs. If a decision is made on site, it gets logged. If a schedule is agreed to, it gets confirmed in writing. This isn't just good practice, it's a financial protection strategy. Tip 5, schedule your subs like a military operation. An idle job site is a burning pile of money. Every day a trade is waiting on another, your project is getting more expensive. A well-run job has trades flowing in and out in a logical sequence with no gaps. That doesn't happen by accident. It happens because you have a detailed schedule and you are actively managing it. Confirm your subs twice, a week out and the day before. Make sure they have everything they need to get to work the second that they arrive. One misstep can cause a cascade of delays that pushes your whole project back. The tool you use doesn't matter as much as the discipline to use it every single day. Number 6 is a game changer for your business model. Get paid for pre-construction. Think about all the hours you spend on a job before you even win it. Meetings, site visits, estimating, sourcing materials. That can easily be 20 to 40 hours of unpaid work. The professional approach is to charge for this work with a pre-construction or design and planning agreement. This covers your time developing the detailed scope, final estimate, and schedule. You charge a fair fee, and if the client moves forward, you can credit it toward the final contract. This does more than just get you paid. It filters out tire kickers and proves the client is serious. This is one of the most highest leverage changes that a modern contractor can make. Tip 7, conduct a pre-mortem on every job. We all know what a post-mortem is, the painful review after the job goes wrong. A pre-mortem flips that. Before the job starts, you ask your team one simple question. What could kill our profit on this job? Maybe the plans are unclear, maybe site access is a nightmare, maybe a key material has a long lead time. For every risk you identify, you make a plan. This 30-minute exercise shifts your team from being reactive to proactive, and that mindset is where profit is protected. Number 8, track your job costs in real time. Waiting until the end of the project to see if you made money is one of the most expensive habits in this business. By then, it's probably too late. You need a system that tracks your actual labor and material costs against your budget as the job progresses. When you see your framing budget is 75% spent, but the framing is only halfway done, you know you have a problem now. When you can still do something about it. When you see where the money is going while the job is still in progress, you can make smarter decisions and avoid those nasty surprises at the end. Tip 9, create a rock solid sub agreement. Your subs are an extension of your company. When something goes wrong with their work, it's your reputation and often your money on the line. Your agreement needs to define their scope in detail, require them to carry proper insurance, and most importantly, make them responsible for their own mistakes. If a trade damages finished work or fails an inspection, the responsibility to fix it should fall on them, not you. A clear agreement protects everyone and is the mark of a professional operation. And finally, number 10, systemize your closeout process. The last 5% of a job is where schedules drag on and final payments get held up. And that final payment is where your profit lives. Keep a running punch list throughout the project, not just at the end. Schedule a formal final walkthrough with the client and have a professional closeout package ready to go with all warranty documents and maintenance info. A smooth professional closeout is the last impression you leave with that client. It's what gets you paid on time, and it's what generates those 5-star reviews and referrals that fill your pipeline for that next profitable job. All right, before we wrap up, let's run through a few of the most common questions that we get about profit, pricing, and running a modern contracting business. What is a good profit margin for a remodeling contractor? A healthy gross profit margin is typically between 20 and 30%. Your net profit after all your overhead is paid should land somewhere between 8 and 15%. The key is to know your numbers and price every job to hit your target. How do you calculate profit margin versus markup? This is a big one. Markup is what you add to your costs. Margin is your profit as a percentage of the final price. A 25% markup does not equal a 25% margin. It's actually 20% margin. Always price for margin to make sure your profit is what you think it is. What's the best way to handle scope creep? The only way is a non-negotiable change order process. Introduce it early, use it at every time, and make no exceptions. It's not being difficult, it's being professional. How can I prevent cost overruns? It starts with a great estimate, but the most powerful tool is real-time job costing. You have to track your actual costs against your budget while the job is happening, right? Not after it's over. That's how you spot problems early enough to fix them. So there you have it, 10 strategies that are not complicated, but they do require discipline. So that's what separates the contractors who are always grinding from the ones who are running profitable, sustainable, modern businesses. Your trade skills got you into this business, but now your business systems are what will keep you in it and make it worth staying. To help you get started, we built a checklist to put all these ideas into practice. It's called the 25-point pre-job profit checklist. It's a simple system that you can run on every single bid to make sure your profit is protected before you even break ground. It's completely free. Find the link below to our website where you can grab it. Hey, thanks for watching, and now go run a profitable job.